folks, it's the Red, getting back to Let's Play Ducktales Remastered. We're headed to the final level that we can select from the computer menu. It's time to head to probably the most iconic stage in the game, the moon.
It's a long way to the moon, lads, but the green cheese of longevity will make it worth the trip. Up, up, and away!
Hey, wait! You forgot to put me on! Ah! Yes, randomly you'll be taken to this special bonus stage here where you can collect extra gems right before your trip to the stage that you've selected. It can be kind of hard to see the platforms on the background, so keep your eyes peeled for the lighter white in the foreground. But this is a nice way to get your gem count up right before you even get to the stage, so I like it. It is possible to fall off and get scrolled off screen and the stage will just end if that happens, so yeah.
Gosh, Mr. McDuck! I've never been to the moon before!
Well, when it comes to space cadets, Fenton, you're a natural. Now, Gyro, wine blazes are we chewing this awful blue muck?
Why, that's Oxy Chew, Mr. McDuck. It's my latest invention, oxygen-flavored taffy. 5 good chews and you can breathe on the lunar surface without a spacesuit. Oh, and it tastes great, too.
That, Gyro, is a matter of opinion. Now, which way to the green cheese?
What do you mean? Isn't it all around us?
Yeah? How do you figure?
Everybody knows the whole moon's made of green cheese. Well, that's what my dear mama said.
And yet it take a feather brain like you to believe her. Ugh, sometimes I don't know what I'm gonna... Wait, what's that?
Look, here's someone who can give us directions. Hello?
Ah!
Mr. McDuck! Help!
Oh, no! We've got to save him!
Do we really?
We do if you want to find that treasure of yours, Mr. McDuck. Fenton was carrying the Gizmo Duck suit. That's the only thing we've got powerful enough to break into the moon vault.
All right, fine. Stay here and guard the supplies while I look for that bumbling bookkeeper.
And now let's listen to that very wonderful music. I love the moon theme quite a bit. It's one of the most iconic video games tracks out there. It stands right alongside Stage 1 from Castlevania or Mega Man 2 Wily 1.
Why, that looks like the same spaceship that took off with Fenton. Well, I guess this means I'm invited on board.
And that's where we shall go, and I guess that duck decided to lose the will to live. And that one. Okay, this is just getting sad now. I don't know what to make of this. This is hilarious and sad at the same time. I'm going now. Then again, they are robotic ducks, so I don't know. Anyway, now that we're in the ship interior, we've got a lot more pointy things that are all too happy to try and poke us. Definitely want to be careful about that. Just a few treasures to be collected in this, on this particular floor. And you don't want to take these chains back down because that will just put you back on the moon's surface, and you won't be able to get back up. Well, you can get back up, but it will take a little while. The point is, don't go down yet. Right now we want to concentrate on going up. Well, after we get these treasures, of course. There we go. Oh, and I really like the ship's interior as well. This is all really well designed, I think. And we have ourselves a force field here that we can't quite get past. Perhaps we'll find a way to do that later.
Blast me bagpipes! A piece of Gizmo Duck's suit! Oh, if only I had a way to open this door.
Once again, we'll probably find that way soon enough. For now, we focus on continuing our way up. And it looks like some experiments are going on up ahead. Well, guess we better let him out.
Fenton, get down from there and stop embarrassing yourself.
Mr. McDuck! Thank goodness you're here! I think those aliens wanted to suck out my brain and make an army of Fenton clones!
Bah, they'd soon learn that one of you is one too many. Now, help me find a security override so we can get to your Gizmo Duck suit.
You mean this?
Security system disengaged.
Fenton, you're a genius!
Gee, Mr. McDuck! Do you mean it? Oops.
Warning, damage report. Artificial gravity system is offline.
Fenton, you're a nincompoop. You broke the gravity controls.
Not to worry. I'll have it fixed in a jiffy. I got a level 3 certificate of technology from Happy Ducky University, you know.
Oh, no you don't. You'll probably slam into the self-destruct button too. I'll get us out of this.
Here's an interesting gimmick, and executed unfortunately. You can swim around in 0G as if you were underwater. But this is the only room that you do it in, and all you do is use it to hit these 3 switches. You have to hit them all before the timer goes out, but that's all there is to it.
Gravity system restored. All systems normal.
Nice work, Mr. McDuck. Now, let's go get my Gizmo Duck suit.
Not so fast, Dunderhead. You go wait with Gyro. I'll find a Gizmo Duck suit myself.
Once again, Scrooge wants to do everything himself. And also, is this gravity system affecting the entire planet? Because we had artificial gravity out there, too. Just saying. Okay, we got a hidden chest over here, and that's why I left this rock here. And we also need this one to hit that chest. For a cake that we don't really need right now, but oh well, there it is. Actually, I saw a chain down there. I'm gonna have a quick peek down here. Okay, yeah, that's just a shortcut back down. We don't want to go this way just yet. But now we've got a split in the path, so we're gonna head to the right first. We'll be checking the left path in a little bit.
I didn't get rich by being foolish. Look at that luster.
A lot of treasure on this ship here.
Never seen it.
And here's a couple that are pretty tricky to get to. That's what I mean when I say you have to check every nook and cranny, because, yeah, they could literally appear anywhere in the stage. There sure is a lot of cake here. It's almost like they're expecting you to get hit a lot here or something.
How do you like that? Take this.
I don't know why these blocks are here. There's nothing in them.
Would you look at this priceless rubies.
And we'll continue making our way up. Now, in the NES version, we wouldn't be able to go this way just yet until we had a particular piece, until we had a key. They decided to remove that for this game for some reason. And here's Mrs. Beakley, somehow.
Mrs. Beakley, now where did you come from?
Why, from home, of course. I had to be sure you were all right in this filthy place.
Boy, you think a lot of places are filthy.
You're always as good as you want, my dear.
Great dietary choice here, by the way, wouldn't you say? I won't judge. But we did get a 1-up out of it, and that's going to be the last 1-up that we get for the game. Yeah, like I said, you don't get a whole lot of extra lives when you play normal mode. But you do get a lot of them when you play hard mode, which is not... I don't quite understand that. I guess it's to take the place of the health that you won't be getting, because there are no cakes in hard mode. All you get are the ice creams. Okay, we've come quite a ways up, so now it's time to make our way across. Once again, we've got more enemies to bounce across to get over here, and also spikes. Do not come out of your pogo for any reason. And try not to go into the side of them either.
Gizmo Duck's wheel! I've always wondered what Gyro was thinking when he designed this thing. Who fights crime with a unicycle? Now, only 2 more parts to find, and we can break into that moonbolt.
Oh yeah, did I forget to show the map? Yeah, this stage is kind of big. So, let's make our way over there. To the other 2 pieces, that is. It's time to check out the other route. Oops.
I didn't get to be number 1 by backing down.
Alright, here's where the split first occurred, so into the other direction we go. We want to hit this can over here, and then we can bounce up for some more secrets.
Now that's what I call a ruby.
Alright. Because of the close quarters of those aliens over there, it can be a little tricky to get between them. Let alone give yourself enough room to be able to attack them. Have I mentioned it already? I really love this theme. I just like listening to it a lot. But another noteworthy thing about the stage is that it's been made significantly longer compared to its NES version. There's also not quite as much trekking around to get to all these different pieces. And in fact, to get Gizmo Duck active, all you have to do is get to the suitcase, and then Gizmo Duck shows up right where you need him to be.
Looks like I found Gizmo Duck's armored suit. It's a good thing Gyro rigged up this hyperspace pocket for me to carry things around in. Now just 1 more part to find and I can get off this flying monstrosity.
Most characters would settle for hammer space, but okay, provide an explanation. Now that circular rock there would suggest that there's a treasure chest floating somewhere in the air here. But that doesn't appear to be the case. Oh well! Time to start making our way down, because now we can go back and get that helmet now that the security system's been disengaged.
Didn't get rich by being foolish.
Going down. Ew, that duck lost its jaw. Did you see that? Ugh! there's the helmet.
It's Gizmo Duck's helmet. Oh, if I didn't know better, I'd swear Fenton actually gets smarter when he wears this thing. Maybe I'm a wee bit too hard on the lad. Now that I've got all 3 parts, I can head back to Fenton and Gyro. Oh, I hope it's not too late.
Too late for what exactly? Anyway, we're headed back to start now, so down we go. We've seen pretty much all there is to see on the ship, so we're good. And yeah, when you drop down one of those ropes, you wind up back out here. And here's an invincibility token that I may as well take now.
We're in luck. I managed to find all of Gizmo Duck's suit.
Oh boy! Now we could blast into the treasure vault!
Just a moment, Fenton. Gyro, I think I left my favorite $2 bill under the back seat. Would you mind getting it for me?
Sure thing, Mr. McDuck.
Gee, boss, why'd you send Gyro back onto the ship?
So he doesn't find out you're Gizmo Duck when you put on that suit, you dunderhead.
But there are only 3 of us here, sir. Won't he figure it out anyway, when Gizmo Duck appears and I've mysteriously vanished?
I wouldn't worry about that. Gyro may be a brilliant inventor, but his deductive reasoning skills are about as good as yours.
Oh! Hey!
Would you just get on with it? Say your secret code word and activate that confounded contraption.
Code word? Gee, I can't remember it. Oh, blather and blatherskite, I'm useless. I mean, I'm useful to the extreme. Point me toward the offending blockade, so that I might deal justice upon it.
Cut the dramatics, would you, and follow me.
Mr. McDuck? Fenton? Gizmo Duck? Huh. They're gone. And all I could find was this $2 million bill. Oh well, back under the seat it goes.
A $2 million bill? Okay. And this is a pretty fun part. You don't even have to do any attacking. Gizmo Duck here will shoot rockets at any enemy that approaches you. This is pretty fun. That's great. You just do all the attacking and I'll just jump around here and pretend I'm helping out. Yay, 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 yay! Oh, you're not stealing that kill. Or rather, I'm stealing the kills. Oh, you didn't need to blow up these ducks. They're already committing suicide. This is just insult to injury. Oh, I forgot I didn't get any of the treasures over here, so may as well start bouncing around. Gizmo Duck, you can come along now. You can stop waiting behind the platform. Thank you. Kill steal! So yeah, there's a certain satisfaction to watching all the minor enemies get destroyed by missiles.
This is the place. Gyro's calculations said the green cheese of longevity lies just beyond this door.
Step aside, citizen, whilst I blast the door asunder! How was that, Mr. Oh, the path is clear, good sir!
Good work, Gizmo Duck. Now... Ah! Flintheart Glumgold. What are you doing here, you pernicious pilferer?
Why, same as you, Scroogey. Trying to corner a new segment of the dairy market.
Why, you... How did you find out about the green cheese?
Wouldn't you like to know? But thanks for saving me the trouble of blasting through that door on my own.
I'll stop him, Mr. McDuck! Halt, evildoer!
No, Gizmo Duck. I need you to help me deal with the... Beagle Boys. Bah!
Glumgold should really pay attention because there were 2 gems right here. Oh well, his loss. So we head into the dark caves inside the moon, and you'll find mostly Beagle Boys in this area. But here also is where we'll finally find the secret treasure for this stage. Should be coming up fairly soon. And as you see from the map, we don't have too terribly far to go before we reach the boss. Well, I could have used that ice cream, but oh well, I'm pretty sure I got a cake coming up later. We got a round rock, so make a chest appear before you hit it. It's always a good idea to check for those. Oops, didn't mean to drop all the way down there. And we've got some invincibility. Not that we really need it, but yeah, there it is. So just jump up here, and here's where our big treasure is, as well as a few smaller ones. We bounce on this, and there's the final heart holder. So now we have the maximum amount of life that we can have, 8 hearts. Which, if you're playing this on easy mode, equates to about 16 hit points. Because you only lose half a heart when you take a hit on easy mode. Also noteworthy about easy mode is that you have infinite lives. So when you meet Mrs. Beakley on easy mode, she gives you 2 ice creams and a cake. Because, you know, useful items. I'm pretty sure you get more health pickups on easy mode as well. Which would make sense because they don't want you to make a whole bunch of money playing the easiest difficulties. That Beagle Boy that we just killed there was the closest to discovering the green cheese. Because there it is.
Mirth and be merry. I made it here first. No, not the cheese. Anything but that. Great Scott! I thought that stuff was supposed to be an anti-aging culture, not an instant growth fungus.
Well, that was impressive. An impressive animation of turning into a monster. Anyway, this giant mouse monster is the boss of the stage. Wait for it to stop and then give it a bounce. And try and pay attention to where it's going to land so that you don't get run down like that. I usually like to wait on this platform, and if he appears directly above me, I move out of the way. Otherwise, none of his moves will ever hit you. You can try and get a hit in when it jumps to one of the upper platforms, but it is a little riskier because of how quickly he can move off of it. Alright, so here's his charging attack. There he is, so get under this platform if he does that. He does drop straight down, so simply moving out of the way won't be enough. Because of his fast movements, dodging his attacks can be a little difficult, but overall, if you're watching where he's going, and bearing in mind all the potential places that he can go, he should be pretty manageable. Still, he is one of the harder bosses in the game, and that's part of the reason why I would not recommend the moon for first. Appropriately enough, this should be the last level you go to. Well, not counting the true final level that we will see next video, but you know what I mean. You can stop teleporting around any time now. This should be the last hit here. And it is. We beat the mouse so it coughed up the cheese. Completely undigested.
Giant moon rat or no giant moon rat, nothing's gonna keep this duck from that green cheese and all the green it's gonna make me.
Who exactly would want a green cheese anyway? And so we come straight back home to have our score analysis. Not too many of the small gems, but, yeah. Plenty of big ones out there. Honestly, this stage doesn't have the most money to be made out of the whole game, but it's pretty respectable. Anyway, we're gonna have to call it here because we're about to have a plot explosion as soon as I hit the continue button here. So, that's where we're gonna call it. Thank you very much for watching, and next time is the final part. I'll see you then.